everyone. So obviously by the title of this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Sowtech coffee maker. So this is an espresso machine, and I've actually never had homemade espresso before. I've only ever had it from restaurants, but they reached out to me and asked if I would want to do a review collab of it. So I said yes. I just got the white version, so I'm just going to be opening it and using it for the first time. I'm not a huge coffee drinker just because I don't really like the way that caffeine affects me. I feel like in the mornings I don't really need a pick-me-up, but it keeps me up like all night. So I know that they make specific espresso coffee beans, but I just got this decaf one to try right now, and then I also got caramel macchiato. So hopefully these work for it. I did some research online and it did say that you could use regular coffee beans for espresso. It's just that it's not gonna be 100% like espresso, just because espresso normally has more caffeine and whatnot, and it's obviously a dark roast. One of these, I think this one is a medium roast and then this one is a light roast, but regardless, I'm gonna try it out, and I'm very, very thankful for them for asking to work with me. So obviously I just moved to the kitchen, but let's just go ahead and open this up. So the first thing that comes in the box is just the warranty card, the user's manual, a quick little startup guide on how to use the frother, and obviously the espresso machine itself. This is the little cup for the coffee itself, and then the scooper. And then obviously just the espresso machine itself. And like I did say before, I got the white version. There is also black, so if that fits more of your kitchen aesthetic, then... Oh, and then look at the little... Well, actually, I guess this is a pretty big cup, but a little espresso cup. I'm sorry, should I do some ASMR? That was satisfying, wasn't it? Ooh, there's a pokey thing. What in the hell? I've seen other people make espresso. I think this is the little like stabby thing that you put on the cup like this when you have the coffee grounds, and then you're supposed to stir it. I'm not entirely sure. Just a little thing. And now for the coffee machine, which is actually very light, which is kind of surprising. Ah! Coffee machine. Or espresso machine, I guess. This is just the overview. So on this side you have the little dial for if you want to make the coffee or the milk frother. Up top here I think is where you put the water. Unscrew that. Yeah, I'm assuming that this is for the water. So the little milk frother here on the side can just be flipped in if you're not making the coffee, and then when you're ready to make the actual espresso you can just turn it to the side like that. If you want to make more espresso, the little tray that goes here at the bottom can actually come off. If you want to put a bigger cup to make more espresso, you can just remove that. So now I'm just gonna read all of the instructions just so that I don't break the machine, and then I'll be right back. So I read through the manual. I'm not sure if I have the right coffee grounds, but I think I'm just gonna try it out because I did some Googling and I think that these should be fine. They just don't want fine coffee grounds. So if you have a coffee grinder, I'm sure that you'll be able to put it to the right setting, but I bought the bagged kind. So maybe I should have read that before, but pretty much all you have to do is you take the little espresso cup, and the water tank has to have at least 2 cups of water in it. So we're just gonna fill up the top, and then you just screw on the top. And it says that when you're doing this, that you wanna make sure that the machine is unplugged and turned to off. And now you just wanna measure out your coffee grounds. So inside the little mesh grinder, I guess, you can see 2 lines there. There's one for 4 cups of espresso and then one for 2. I'm gonna fill up the coffee grounds with the little measuring spoon until it's just at about 2. And then you just wanna mash it down to make sure. That's just at about 2, so I think I'm just gonna leave it because really you can't get more perfect than that. And then, okay, hold on. Ah, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. What if this explodes? I don't think it will. So now that you guys have a better view, all you want to do is put it until it says insert, and then twist it until it says lock. Okay, so that's just at about lock. Took a little bit more strength than I was expecting, and there wasn't like a click. So then we're gonna plug this in. After you have it all set up just like this, you just want to turn the knob to that. And apparently in about 2 minutes, the espresso should be coming out. Here is just my 2 cups of espresso, which I'm not entirely sure if you're supposed to have the carafe cover on it the entire time. It didn't say in the instructions anything about the carafe cover, which now that I'm thinking about it, they probably just assume that you're gonna have it on top of there anyway. So I would say maybe for next time to just have it on there just in case. And I am a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but normally the way that I like my coffee is pretty sweet and light. So I'm just gonna grab a coffee cup. And I do just wanna say that that is a pretty simple process. I did just have to wash the little spoon and the cup and the little like coffee grind cover just to be safe. But other than that, it was pretty simple to use. Again, I've never used an espresso machine, so I do feel like this is fairly simple. You just have to put the water in the tank and then put the amount of grinds that you want, which I'm assuming if you only want 1 cup of espresso, you can fill it to a little bit less than like the 2 line that's inside the mesh grind holder, I guess, I don't know. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with how easy it was, and it did only take about like a minute or 2 to start like having the coffee come out. And again, it is pretty nice that it does have the milk frother with it. I'm not gonna be using that today just because I feel like this is already adventurous enough, but it does seem simple to use. You just turn it to the milk frothing setting and then it'll start doing it all on its own. So here's my little empty coffee cup and my 2 cups of espresso, which I think I'm just gonna put 1 in here. So, which honestly, this is also decaf coffee, so I don't know why I'm a little nervous, but I am just gonna try it with just the coffee and the milk and see. Definitely very milky. Maybe I should, yeah, you know what, it's decaf coffee, whatever. Ooh. I don't know if I fully made this right, but you know, I guess you live and you learn. So I'm just gonna put a little, well actually maybe that's a lot of sugar compared to what some people are used to, but I'm telling you guys, I don't really know how to feel about it. Yeah, that definitely tastes a little dark. I've definitely changed my judgment. I put a little bit of sugar and then obviously a little bit more milk with both of the cups of espresso, and it tastes so good. It tastes like regular coffee, or at least like a regular cup of coffee that I would have. A lot of the time I like the super sugary drinks, so I like having an iced coffee with like caramel and still like some stevia and creamer and whatever. So overall, it's really, really easy to use, and I'm very excited to keep using it, especially with different coffee grinds. So a big thank you to Sowtech for sending me the espresso maker. I will definitely make sure to leave everything down in the description. If you guys have any comments, just leave them down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!